This is layout update 2. Using Kato Unitrack is a great way to rough in ideas because it's very easy to put together and take apart without damaging too badly. As you can see, we've cleaned up the dog bone end, I should say, dog end. And the idea is that this is no wider than 40 centimeters here, because we have these access doors which can't be fouled. That will run across to end table where there'll be another dog end or possibly a L shape. But for this part of the project, the purpose is simply to get this to this point here and no more than 40 centimeters wide. This mustn't be too close to the edge. Plus we've got a spur there that can go off for a future expansion, which I was thinking of doing a steel mill for just there. But again, there's an access door, so that can't be very wide at all. Foam was already roughed in for rock walls. The only concern is here, the track is fairly close to, the lower track is fairly close to the upper track. So obviously we'll need some retaining walls or something there. But there's a nice gap there. Enough space. Can even have an outcrop or a tunnel, and I want a very nice rock outcrop there while there's a space for it. But that will effectively end there because it won't be taking the board through that way. So this is again a great advantage of Kato Unitrack, that you can literally do, you can experiment as much as you want with it. So yeah. Another good tip is to use these. Probably seen these in my pictures. These are like clothespins or sewing pins, and they're great for holding the foam temporarily in place while you do your experimentation. As you can see here, I need to put some foam where I've cleared it, and I was also thinking of a nice water feature or something, maybe possibly a bridge there, a river underneath it, or a lake or something like that. But yeah, that's where we are so far. Also note, track isn't terribly close to the edge, because when it's too close and if a train comes off, it's going to go down and it's going to die and not make it. So yeah, I'm very pleased to see that that's coming along now. It's this guy, which I'm using as a temporary staging track. I'm going to have to clean all this off. Now I stick my foam down with cork, which is very sort of rubbery. It's very easy to take off. I've also used Copydex glue, which is the latex glue, so there's no problem there. And as you can see on the floor, this will be the subject of a future video. That's another Grange and Hodder piece of baseboard. The idea is that that will be joined onto this, or I'll get an even thinner piece there, therefore not fouling that access door. So this board will have to be completely cleaned up with a blade, and then that will somehow magically appear probably here. So we'll have a thin piece going from the dog bone end through to here, and then here we may have an L shape or just another dog bone, because it gives the opportunity to do some nice rock work. I mean, to be honest, this is one of the reasons I wanted to model American, was the opportunity, some really interesting rock features and rock work, which hopefully will materialise over there and over there, even though there's not a lot of space. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that part of it. But as I say, I do intend to do a little very small spur off here with some sort of interesting industry that I can clip or unclip if I need to get access to this part of the roof. Okay, wouldn't really be an update if we didn't do a test. So we've got a nice chunky ST70 with a very high container load and these crazy long auto racks. Let's give it a whirl. using the trusty multi-mouse. Yeah, this loco's got a problem, it actually screams. And now a little GP38. Let's see how it does. There goes the GP38. Racing along. I heard a bad join somewhere. You can hear them, and that will have to be sorted. So that is update 2.